Today, people caught by surprise by the fast-moving flames are sharing their stories.
So many stood and watched homes just go up in flames, feeling helpless that they can't do anything about it. Eyewitness News reporter Matt Boone is live now in Paradise Cove, where that fire is still continuing to burn. Matt?
Rochelle, of course, it's still burning here behind me tonight. One of the lucky places that did survive, the Paradise Cove Lodge just over here, is fully intact. But the issue now and the worry tonight is that the fire in this area, which has already burned most of the hillsides, could come back. If I could get my photographer Seth to zoom in behind me, there are multiple hot spots on this hillside here tonight. We actually just saw a power line, this giant power line, come crashing down. Some of the power lines are now over the road. Luckily, it's been turned off, but that's still a big concern up here. But the story of this fire is truly just the massive destruction, the lives lost, and those lives forever changed.
As the sun came up Friday morning, the ground in Southlake was still smoldering.
Everything was burnt.
Alex Layan was caught in the middle of it last night, returning this morning to a surprise.
So when we come back, there it was.
His home survived, but he's now surrounded by a charred wasteland.
I'd say 500 to 600 homes. Really? Yes, right here in Southlake.
Fueled by punishing winds, it was a very different scene last night as fire tore through everything in its path.
The fireballs came down the street as big around as beach balls.
Maxine Hauser has lived in Southlake for 26 years. She thinks her home survived, but most of her neighbors did not.
It was just all over. They were just burning all over.
At the evacuation center, Teresa McGee and her husband say they were nearly caught in the fast-moving inferno.
Soot was coming down and ashes and little pieces of wood.
Their dogs and the clothes on their back, their only belongings.
But if I'd known it was going to burn my house down, I'd have packed a hell of a lot more.
Another one of the hard-hit areas, Mountain Mesa and Squirrel Valley.
When you hear people say it sounds like a freight train, it sounds like a freight train.
Elaine and Fred Roach have lived in the area for more than 2 decades.
We thought everything was going to be okay.
But then the fire began moving up their driveway.
Fortunately, I've got all of this mowed off over here, so there wasn't any fire danger.
Thankfully, their home still stands, a testament to defensible space and a little bit of luck.
Oh, you feel grateful that you were spared, but you just look around you at the devastation and it just is horrific. These people had a house yesterday morning when they got up, and now they don't.
You're looking at a live picture right now of some remaining hot spots on the hillside next to Paradise Cove. These are relatively contained. The issue now is, due to this wind, they're worried that the fire might actually come back around the hillside next to the lodge here and potentially could cause some damage. There's a fire crew on scene here just in case, watching for any more hot spots, and if that fire does come by, they'll be ready to pounce on it. But now, as this fire continues to burn, the extent of this destruction really isn't known until they can finally get a handle on this entire thing. For now, we're live in Paradise Cove. Matt Boone, Eyewitness News.